Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is our final week. Welcome to week 10 meal plan. I am so happy we made it this far. This is our physical and spiritual weight loss, and this is the final week. Oh my goodness. But first, we want to know, how did it go? How did it go eliminating week? Did you have less bloating? For people that did the Candida cleanse, it would not be so hard to let go of the sugars because sugar is addictive. But if you've never done a Candida cleanse and you found yourself craving sugar, it was a hard week for you. But for many of us, eliminating the wheat has improved your bathroom time. Even less bloating. When I gave up all of that bad grains, I had a lot more energy. I was dancing again, running, feeling good, so much energy because I didn't realize how much of an allergen it actually was for my body. Well, this week we're going to add on by taking away. But first, we have to weigh in. How much do you weigh? This is the final week. This is the final week. One more week to show how much do you weigh. How much have you lost by not including wheat? How much have you lost over the course of this 10 weeks? Share your success. Post, encourage someone to take the C to B challenge. This has been so rewarding. Keep posting your questions. Keep sharing those recipes because as we've added on, we've taken away a lot of options, but there's still plenty of great options for us to still eat. I've been your biggest cheerleader. Let's keep this going. Now, our week 10 meal plan, here's the summary. Everything stays the same, but we are going to eliminate starchy acid forming foods and we are going to go alkaline. I waited for week 10 because it is hard to keep up, but you have 1 week to try it. We are going to eliminate starchy foods including rice, beans, and potatoes. Yes, even potatoes. But don't worry, you're going to feel great and get that body reset that you truly need. Now, why did I want to go alkaline and eliminate starch while I was losing weight? Well, it was because of the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit told me that disease cannot live in an alkaline body. And here's the story. I had a sore throat. Not just any sore throat. I had a sore throat that could not be reached by medication. I didn't even like taking medication because I believe in natural healing and speaking healing over your bodies when you've obeyed the commandments of God. But for some reason, this sickness had me left alone. God would not heal me. And I said, God, why won't you heal me? I went to the doctor. I got antibiotics. The antibiotics didn't work. It caused more problems for my body. I was so sick. And God had mercy on me. The Holy Spirit had pity on me and said these words, and I quote, "Disease cannot live in an alkaline body." That's all God told me. Disease cannot live in an alkaline body. I didn't know what that meant. I didn't know what an alkaline body was. And so I started looking. I started researching. I knew a little bit about what Dr. Sebi was saying, but I didn't really, grasp it all the way. Vegetables can be classified into 2 main types based on starch content. Starchy vegetables include potatoes, corn, peas, lentils, while non-starchy vegetables include broccoli, tomato, cauliflower, mushrooms. Dr. Sebi was preaching about foods containing starch that are all acid forming in our bodies. I wanted to become alkaline, so I added the foods that were alkaline and removed a lot more foods that weren't. This final step is what took me to 100 pounds of total weight loss. I believe that I would have lost even more weight, but like I said in the beginning, it's kind of hard to keep up for more than a few weeks just because of all the ingredients that have to be alkaline. Now let's talk a little bit about pH because I had to understand this more. Every chemical in nature is either alkaline or acidic. The pH scale describes the level of acidity or alkalinity in comparison to others. So pay attention to the middle of this scale. Blood is on the alkaline side. Seawater, which gives so much life in the earth, is at an 8.1. It's on the alkaline side. So all life from the ocean is alkaline. Sea vegetables are full of components that are alkaline. I chose to believe God that alkalinity was the key to all healing. All of God's minerals, like iron, copper, zinc, magnesium, manganese, potassium, calcium, they're all alkaline. I chose to believe, Dr. Sabi, that there is no disease in the body except one disease, which he called mucus. See, Dr. Sabi said we eat acid foods and our bodies are so acidic that the food breaks down the mucous membranes in our body. It causes the mucus to flow with the blood, covering other groups of cells that belong to organs, and it deprives them of oxygen. If the mucus goes to your nostrils, they call it sinuses. If the mucus goes to your bronchial tubes, they call it bronchitis. If the mucus goes to your lungs, they call it pneumonia. Mucus in the retina of your eyes will cause blindness and vision problems. If mucus goes to the thyroid glands, it will cause cancer of the thyroid. If it goes to the prostate, it's prostatitis. You get the picture? When mucus goes to the uterus of a woman, they call it endometriosis or vaginal discharge or yeast infections. Dr. Sabi said mucus is the underlying cause of all disease. So there is no disease. There's just mucus that was broken down in an acid environment, and it flows to different parts of our cells and our organs, and they're identifying that mucus as a particular disease because it's causing dysfunction in our bodies. So mucus is the root cause. The acidity is what broke down the mucus wall to start with. So if we fix the acidity and become alkaline, you remove the disease, and you remove all diseases. I believe the Holy Spirit. Once I became alkaline, there will be no acidic environment for the disease to live. And that's how I continued on. Now, what does the science say? Western diets are considered acidogenic due to the high dietary acid load and the low intake of base-forming dietary minerals such as potassium, magnesium, or calcium. In this study, they investigated the effect of a multi-mineral supplement rich in alkaline minerals on acute and chronic regulation of acid-base balance, with the pH of blood, urine, and saliva as potential surrogate markers. Their methods were to measure the multi-mineral supplement intake 3 consecutive hours following ingestion during 1 week, and with or without the multi-mineral intake, they're going to have people self-monitor using pH strips. So they're monitoring their blood, they're monitoring their urine, they're monitoring their saliva, and such. They did this test on 25 people, 15 were female, 10 were men. Everyone was about, 44 years of age, plus or minus 14. And what they found was that following long-term supplementation, both the increase in urinary pH in the morning and in the evening occurred within 1 day, compared to the pH values of people who did not take the multi-mineral supplement. The average pH in urine was 11% higher in the morning and 5% higher in the evening. Analysis of the food records showed that the increase in urinary pH was not related to the dietary change. So the main finding of the present study was that the intake of this supplement rich in alkaline minerals was associated with a significant increase in blood and urinary pH. The small, albeit significant, alkalization of the peripheral blood was already detectable following 1 hour after consumption of the supplement. Following the long-term supplementation period, both the increase in urinary pH in the morning and in the evening occurred within 1 day, compared to the non-supplement pH values. So once again, the average pH in the urine was 11% higher in the morning and 5% higher in the evening during the supplementation period. So what this shows is that we have an effect on the pH in our bodies by supplementing, and also I've learned by eating alkaline-rich foods. I'm going to show you how I selected alkaline-rich foods. But when I was sick with that sore throat that could not be healed with medication, and I was just getting worse and worse, I went and got a whole bunch of alkaline water. There is a electrolysis water. There was an electrolysis water machine company headquartered by my house. I went and got their water, which breaks down the water so that it's actually absorbable by your cells. They put electricity through the water, and they gave this water for free because they had the machines that produced it. I got that water. I made what was it? Flax seeds. I got ground flax seeds, and I got alkaline berries, and I just went to the store and did my research to get as much alkalinity as I can. I was healed in 1 day. I was healed in 1 day from changing the pH of my body to alkaline versus being sick day after day after day with no relief. I was healed in 1 day. And so this is one study that showed that even taking alkaline supplements could help increase the pH of your body. Here's more research. Prevention of muscle mass from a diet rich in potassium and reduced acid load is possible. Okay. Now, maintaining muscle mass while aging to prevent falls and fractures is critical for our elderly people. It's critical. And alkaline diets helps with that. Alkaline diets reduced back pain. Supplementation of alkaline minerals reduce back pains in patients with chronic low back pain. And here's another study. Alkaline-rich diets maintain the normal stature of infants and children, okay, with classic renal tubular acidosis. Changing the acidity in the body of children help them maintain the proper growth. Alkalinity is where it's at for our health, and it just translated to improve weight loss as well, because you're giving your body the things that it needs to push out the toxins, to push out the excess weight. This is what I learned, and these are the steps that I took, and this all helped me to reset my body to where I needed to be, to reduce the pain. Like I said, after 3 months, like I'm giving you guys a 10-week plan. After 3 months of following this, my life was changed. But about 1 year total of actively applying these steps of eliminating the beef, eliminating the chicken, eliminating the turkey, eliminating genetically modified foods, choosing organic, and finally, my final step was to try to go completely alkaline. All the weight came off. All the weight came off. Now, how do you choose alkaline foods? this guide right here is my go-to. Dr. Sebi's Cell Food Nutritional Guide. I still look this up today. Eliminating bread was just the first step, but choosing alkaline foods, I look at this list still to this day. I check it for fruits. It has vegetables. It has grains. It has nuts and seeds. It has spices. It has teas that are on this list. And I make meals off of the ingredients on this list. I also like going on YouTube, and you'll find Dr. Sebi's Cell Food from, I think it's Ty's Conscious Kitchen. He has recipes. Different people believe that alkalinity is the way to health and to have vibrancy and energy and a long life. And it just makes sense. And all these medical studies don't deny it, but they support it as well. And so different people have recipes and, different ways you can prepare the foods so that it's not boring or that you don't, lose your steam. But it was hard for me to maintain a complete alkaline diet, and that's why I'm giving it to you at week 10. Try it out. See if it helps you to lose more weight. I know you're going to feel better. Also, what I do for alkalinity, I take baths in Epsom salt to absorb the magnesium, and I also take baths in baking soda. An alkaline bath also is good if you know someone is like really sick. You can help to alkalize their body really quickly by letting them soak in a bath with alkaline minerals in it. It will absorb through the skin. So that's it. Get the results you desire. Keep up that lemon water and that curcumin. There's plenty of toxins accumulated in our bodies that have to be flushed out. Keep up eating those 5 servings of raw fruits and vegetables to give your body the building blocks that it needs to stay healthy, to renew your cells, to repair your organs. Get 7 hours of sleep. Don't eat past 9 o'clock or when you're full. Eliminate those meats, beef, dairy, pork, unclean seafood. Eliminate eggs, onions, and honey. Do your candida cleanse as you need to. Avoid sugary drinks. Keep it up 5 out of the 7 days in the week. Take probiotics. Take prebiotics to feed the probiotics. Avoid GMOs. Choose organic. Eliminate weak. And finally, choose alkaline-based foods, supplements, and products to change your life from curse to bless. I love you guys, and thank you.